and welcome back to my channel. It's my first day of school, so it's my first day in FIT's Textile Surface Design Bachelor's Degree program, and I'm really excited about that. I definitely have a lot of fun adventures planned for this semester, and I'm taking some classes that I'm really excited about, so there's definitely going to be a lot of exciting vlogs coming, so yeah, let's just head to campus.
Before I could go to class, I had to wait in a giant line so I could update my student ID with a Fall 2022 sticker. My first class of the week is called Complex Dobby Wovens, where we'll have the chance to create woven textile creations on computerized 24 harness Dobby looms. I've never used any kind of loom technology like this before, so as you can imagine, I'm beyond excited for this class. We immediately got started on our first project for the semester, which involved winding some very long warps for the class to share. In total, we only have 8 of these computerized looms, so we were split into groups of 3 to warp and thread each loom as a small team. I started us off by winding the first third of our warp on a warping mill, and by the end of the day, our warp was all ready to go. For lunch, Ryan made me some burek using my mom's recipe, which totally made my day. Then we had a tiny little textile surface design one-year program reunion. I then headed over to my afternoon class, which is the history of textile design. I love art history, and I'm really excited for this course.
Hello again. I survived my first day of school, which is great. Unfortunately, there wasn't all that much to share just because it's still this week, so things are just kind of like getting started. We're getting to know each other, getting to know the teachers, and hopefully things will pick up a little bit by the end of the week. So I'll see you tomorrow.
I ended up actually running into 2 of my friends again, so we went to Koreatown for dinner.
Good morning, happy, beautiful, and sunny Tuesday. So I'm heading to campus, and today, day 2, I'm gonna have all the rest of the classes that I'm gonna have for the rest of the semester. So by the end of the day today, I'll kind of have an idea of what the next couple months is gonna look like, and I'm excited for that, so let's go.
In my advanced Photoshop and Illustrator class, we're going to create a giant textile collection that builds on all of the CAD techniques that we learned last year.
Hello again, I just finished in my class, and I'm really excited about this class because I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities to do a lot of very hands-on blending, kind of like crafting and digital art, and that's like totally my jam, so I'm stoked. The only thing is I need to come up with a topic, as always, and this has to be a topic that I'm like in love with because this is gonna span like the whole semester across both this class and my weaving class. So that's a lot of pressure to pick something like right, you know? So I'm gonna do some soul searching, probably go to the library over the course of this week, and I just gotta think of something. Anyway, it's lunchtime. I'm gonna sit down, have a bite of food, and then head to my next class.
I ended up going to the library for a little bit just to see if I could find some inspiration. A major component of these 2 classes is that we're supposed to pick topics related to a trend forecast that's been assigned to us. Basically, every season there are companies that predict what'll happen next in the world of design, and our professors picked one of the big umbrella trends for us to use as inspiration. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what part of the trend I want to work with, but this book on neon signs caught my eye for now. Anyway, my next class of the day is called Tabletop and Related Products. This class is going to be interesting, for sure.
Hello again, I just got out of class and I'm on my way home. This class was a little bit stressful, I'm not gonna lie, because we kind of had a little bit of an introduction to what it means to design tableware, but not much instruction, and then the teacher is basically like, all right, come up with a concept and 5 sketches and a mood board by tomorrow. And the whole class is just kind of like, how do we do that? So I don't really know what I'm doing. I have to spend tonight just figuring that out, making a plan of some kind, figuring out what plates are supposed to look like, and hopefully that goes all right. So I'll show you how it turned out tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Good morning, happy Wednesday. So I'm here pretty early. My class starts at 2, and I think it's now 10-ish, and I'm gonna grab some food, find a seat somewhere, and start working on those sketches that I have to bring to my dishware class tonight. So I started my mood board, I think I have a concept, and now I just need to kind of figure out what the motifs might look like. So let's go.
This is where I started for my concept for my tabletop class, but I really didn't like it at all. I just decided to make something simple so I'd have something to show, and then when we get more clarity on our assignment, I'd make adjustments. My main inspiration was this diagram that I found in a gauze weaving book from the 1860s, and I combined it with imagery of vintage lino cuts and stills from a movie that I really like called The Invention for Destruction. So the concept was basically a black and white geometric design inspired by vintage illustrations of knots, ropes, weaving, etc. It's kind of a mess. I spent the rest of the day making some super rough sketches just to get some motif ideas down on paper. And then in class, I basically trashed everything and started over.
Hello again, I just got out of class and I'm on my way home, and I'm actually feeling a lot better about this class as a whole because we got a lot of clarity on what it is we're actually doing this semester, so that feels pretty good. And it turns out we're going to be making 6 different tableware collections for just our first project, so that's a little bit overwhelming. You guys know that like coming up with ideas is always like the most stressful part of this process for me, so I'll get through it. I believe in myself. I did end up having to trash that mood board that I made during lunch today just because it was totally wrong, and I kind of knew that would happen as I was making it, so I'm not super bummed about it, but I ended up spending the class today kind of like chatting with the teacher and creating a new one. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my school day. I'm gonna go home now and work on my advanced Photoshop and Illustrator class. I just have to kind of like collect photos to serve as reference images so that I can eventually make a mood board, so nothing too stressful. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, happy Thursday. I just got to campus and I'm heading to my CAD class where I'm gonna start developing my gigantic collection. So last night I made like a rough mood board, and today I'm gonna meet with the teacher, talk about it, see where it's gonna go, and yeah, I'm excited, so let's go.
I'm not really allowed to share the details of the trend forecasts with you because that's a service that FIT pays a lot of money for, but in brief summary, the textile trend that most spoke to me was about emulating the feelings of glowing, sparkles, and shine without the use of unsustainable materials like sequins and glitter. So I want to create a collection of expressive, otherworldly floral prints for women's party wear inspired by bioluminescence. I know, I've done ocean-themed pieces in the past, but my goal with this collection isn't to create something that's like blatantly ocean, but instead I want to take inspiration from the aesthetics of the glowing sea creatures and use that to create floral prints that seem like they're glowing in the dark. I think that could be really fun.
Hello again, I just got out of my class and it's now my lunch break. Overall, that class went super well. I showed my teacher my mood board and we had a one-on-one meeting, and she really liked my idea and my concept, so definitely feels good. Anyway, I need some supplies, so I'm gonna head to Blick for my first official trip of the semester, so let's go.
Part of our homework assignment for this giant collection is to keep a sketchbook going throughout the process, so I came here to grab some supplies. I found these really beautiful iridescent and neon paint palettes that'll be absolutely perfect for my concept. And I also grabbed a black drawing pad to really make those paints pop. I then made my way back to the weaving studio for my afternoon class, where we continued to work together to put our warps on the looms.
Hello again, I just finished up in my weaving class. We pretty much spent the whole time just like doing lessons on what to expect for our project and getting our warps on the looms, which we're actually gonna thread them next week, so I don't have to worry about it now, but we were pretty much just like beaming them on, learning about the looms, etc. So there wasn't all that much to film, but it was really cool seeing the looms, right? Anyway, I'm now heading home, and this semester I actually don't have classes on Fridays, which is awesome because I can use that time to take it easy, to work on personal projects, to work on homework, to go on adventures, so it should be really great this semester. And tomorrow I actually have an adventure planned, so I'll see you then.
On Friday night, Ryan and I went to Arthur Ashe Stadium to watch the third round of the US Open. When we first got these tickets, we had no idea who would end up in this round, but somehow we totally lucked out. We got to see the match between Tomljanovic and Serena Williams, which is insane. After a really fantastic 3-hour match, Tomljanovic was the winner, which means that this ended up being Serena Williams' last game of her career, which is surreal. Afterwards, we watched a bit of the next match with the current men's number 1, Daniil Medvedev, which ended up starting super late, so we couldn't really stay for the entire match.
Good morning, happy Saturday! So pretty much for the rest of the weekend, my goal and all I really have planned is to just edit this video that you're watching right now, edit that 4-harness video that I hope to get out soon, and to work on some homework, so there really won't be that much like fun stuff to show you, so I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for following along with me on my journey this week. I know it definitely wasn't the most exciting week in the world just because it's still syllabus week, so we're just figuring things out for the semester, but I do know that things are gonna start picking up pretty soon and things are definitely gonna get more exciting. So if you wanna see some more of my FIT adventures, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!